It's time. Welcome to the Soon Podcast.
Cheers. We're starting off the episode hot. This is going to be a spicy episode. So it's only fitting to start it off.
Just a regular episode. But we're having a little shot of peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh. You don't sniff, swirl, sip.
Done. Sniff, swirl, sip, peanut butter whiskey. Nice. It's
That
so good. If you guys haven't had Screwball, it is everything. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. It
It's
tastes like
milkshake.
peanut butter. Okay. Anyways, woo! We are crazy today. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Soon Podcast.
I'm Alyssa, and I am a health coach.
I'm Amanda Lynn, and I am a buyer/style curator.
And we together are catching up on all things health, wellness, interior design, fashion, celebrity gossip, pop culture.
You want it, you name it, we do it.
We're here
talk about it
to give you our thoughts because everyone was asking.
Today's episode, we are going to be getting a little into it. We're going to be getting a little controversial potentially. I'd say we are going to be talking about 5 things that are quietly going out this year. So if you're doing them, maybe slowly stop doing them. You know, it's not a big ask. I just would recommend it. And that's what we're going to be talking about.
I'm very excited to talk about these things because this is just what happens as time goes on. You know, things come in, things come out, and things shift. So we have our list and we're ready to rumble. We are in person. Arizona is getting hot, you guys.
I know. And every time Melissa says that, it honestly irks the shit out of me because we all know, we get it. You live in San Diego. You don't need to deal with this. Yes, I live in Arizona still. And yes, it is early March and it will be 105 degrees next week.
Yeah, it's mid-March at least.
I don't want to talk about it, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's hot and yeah, it's been a good week. I am ready to go home tomorrow, but love you.
It's been great. It has been a full week. So it's about that time.
Yes. I am so sad because I watched Bridgerton. Amanda didn't.
No, I watched the first half of Bridgerton and I just assumed, which I should never do, but I always do with everything in my life. I assumed that the next half would be like months away. Why would they only break it up by like 2 weeks? That doesn't make any sense.
They want to keep you on your toes and you're like,
hate it.
Not paying attention.
I hate it. And so anyways, I didn't know that it was back. My sister never informed me that
I didn't know she was watching it.
Back. And she comes over to my house the first night. What does she do? She watches the finale. Mind you, I was like, you can watch it in the living room. I'll go into my bedroom. I'll just like, it's fine. It's fine. Do what you need to do. She had the volume on like movie theater surround sound setting. It was literally booming. I'm like, what? Are you listening on max volume? Are you trying to ruin my life?
I like to be encapsulated by the whole vibe, you know. They play all that music. It's so cinematic. So.
I get that now. I mean, goodness.
But yeah, so Amanda's only watched half, and the second half, I'm like, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
It was a very slow burn, as we all know, because the first half
was just
literally nothing happened. It's basically a Cinderella tale this time.
Honestly, I don't know what happens in the end, so I can't speak on that. And we won't speak on that because I do want to watch it. But I will say the exact following of Cinderella was really pissing me off. Really pissed. Down to the stepmother.
I know.
Down to the like, you couldn't think of your own storyline. You couldn't think of one single different storyline. Maybe the dad stays.
Yeah.
Maybe Maybe it's not a stepsister, maybe it's a brother. Like, what? Aren't we tired? I was tired of it. I'm like, I know exactly how this ends. Your dad is dead and your stepmom sucks and you don't get any money, but you probably do get money in the end. I don't know. I'm just assuming. And it's basic. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I did like it because, I do know that there's gonna be a happy ending, just based on Cinderella, and so I was hooked, and I don't mind it, but it is just frustrating, It's like, "Really, girl? Like, you didn't check the will, you just let the stepmom do whatever she says, and, like,
You just became a maid
you
with
just became a freaking maid?"
no pushback. Like,
It
you're not she
just
wasn't that young when it
no.
happened. I'm like, you're grown enough to be like, "No, I'm actually not gonna do that."
I know, but I do think it's so fascinating. I love like learning all the ins and outs and the intricacies of way back when. So,
Speaking of way back when,
what?
I have to tell them really quick
What?
about
Speaking of way
the
back when?
the book, The Woman.
Oh, way
Oh,
back when? This is a total different time period.
this is the Vietnam War.
Amanda's like 3 years behind and is finally reading The Woman by Kristen Hanna.
Okay, we read it for my book club, and I didn't even get to go to this book club because I was in San
Really?
Diego, and
Oh.
everyone said, like, book is 10 out of 10. So I'm like, "Okay, I'll
Are
just
you
read it."
serious?
I had no idea what this book was going to be about because I wasn't ever going to the book club, so I didn't, like, look at the books. So I just did it on Audible.
Yeah.
The whiplash that I had, mind you, from going into this blind, I was literally shaking in my boots. I couldn't it was oh my gosh. So the book essentially, to keep it brief, is about the woman in the Vietnam War and the Vietnam War itself and how the veterans were treated when they came home. It's honestly
Not the veterans, the veteran nurses.
the veteran nurses and the veterans as
Mm,
a whole.
okay. But mainly about the nurses.
Yeah, but she touches on
Sorry.
the whole thing. I just read it, so I think I'm a little bit more equipped to talk about this.
It's about the women.
No, it's but she also talks
The
about
book is called The
the women.
Women.
Yes, the book is called The Women, but she talks a lot about the vets and how they were treated
Yes.
when they came home. Like, they were literally spat on. They had to go and, like, throw their medals, like, at the White House. Like, it is so crazy. I
Yeah.
did not know much about the Vietnam War
No,
other than, like, no,
it's bad.
it was bad.
People fought in it. Yeah, no, it was a very upsetting time, and I think I'm done with Kristen Hanna books. I think
Yeah,
I'm done. I've read so many. I think this was maybe your first.
I don't know if I can handle another. It was the longest Audible that I've ever taken to finish because it was so intense that I just couldn't
It's freaking
continue.
heartbreaking.
And Omar kept asking me this week, he was like, "Is something wrong? What's wrong? Like, you're being weird." And I'm like, "I'm freaking devastated. Like, I'm distraught."
Yes.
But I mean, I do recommend it. Like, I think that it's really, if you're
I
interested
know,
in
it's
the war
true.
times and like you can handle mentally a really intense book and genre,
Mhm.
I highly recommend it. It was probably like one of my top books that I've ever listened to,
Wow.
but it I just know now like that genre is not for me.
I know, it's any Kristen Hanna, which speaking of a writer, Colleen Hoover, I just watched and went to Reminders of Him in the
Mm,
theaters. It
mhm.
was hilarious because my whole friend group, we were kind of talking about watching Wuthering Heights, and then someone posted like a trailer of Reminders of Him, and they were like, I want to watch this too. And then we were like, oh, let's go to the movies. And we all thought we were going in to see Wuthering Heights, and then we were actually there to see Reminders of Him. So we were like, oh, okay.
Devastating.
And apparently Wuthering Heights is also very sad, but I'll just save that for another day, I guess. But yeah, everyone in the theater was sobbing, but it was very unrealistic. So there was times when people were laughing because it was so like not realistic. It's just not great. It's not great. I mean, whenever there's like a single mom who can barely afford food, not even sleeping on a bed, and then she takes her clothes off and she's wearing fancy lingerie, I'm like, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
she's gotta pay for herself somehow.
I think you meant treat herself.
Treat yourself somehow.
Okay.
Pay for hers. I mean, I don't
I'm
know what
all
she
for
does for a
women
day
wearing
job.
lingerie, like, for their own confidence, but I just don't think that's realistic. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nah, the girl's gonna go
That's
buy a bottle of nice wine. She's not gonna go wear
she's like, "Let me
uncomfortable
splurge."
lingerie to her dishwashing job." Okay? So, that's just a little tidbit, but
Fair.
overall, if you want to be,
Sad.
heartbroken, yeah, those are some great recommendations.
Goodness. Well, speaking of some great recommendations, we are going to dive into the top 5 quiet things that you should not be doing this year. Just a few
Things that
trends
are quietly fading out,
going out.
like you. Just kidding.
You wish. Okay. We're going to start with something that people might not love. They might
No,
not like.
people like this. People are accepting this.
Why don't we talk about it? Why don't we tell them what it is?
Because
I think
I have my finger on the pulse of this.
okay, well, I'm have my finger off the pulse of this, and I think that people might get annoyed by what we say. So go ahead.
Okay, 5 a.m. workout, wellness, girly routines. Those are slowly fading out. And what made you say that? Because Amanda came up with this list
I came up with this
and I
list.
agreed with these things and I added my own spiels to them.
Yeah, I came up with this list. So I decided to touch on this because honestly, I think that, and I've touched on this with social media before as a whole as well, but I think that people are just getting so sick and tired of the unattainable lifestyle. And I feel like, no offense to the girlies that are out there really grinding away at 5 a.m., but like, why are we getting up at 5 a.m. to
Mhm.
do a cold plunge? Like, why are
Mm.
we doing these crazy fads? I just think like everyone got really into wellness really fast, and wellness is great, but I think that now we have so many tools to utilize it better than just being like, I have to work out at this time. I have to do this. I can't eat food until this. Like, there's just so many better ways to be doing it than to force yourself into being a wellness girly.
Yes, I love my work because we get to do health coaching and work with these women, and we get to implement so many tools. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. And you know what? If anyone is ever overwhelmed, we're like, okay, here's the 4 foundations. You need clean, filtered water, you need clean, filtered air, you need to hydrate with electrolytes, and you need to eat whole foods, and you need to get some movement in. So that was 5. But those are the main things, all of these other things are the cherry on top.
Right.
And so I think people are starting to realize that they're like, I'm doing all the things. I am waking up at 5 a.m. I am doing the cold plunge and nothing's working, or I'm more stressed, or like I'm not happy. And there are a lot of people that do enjoy those things. And so that's when you have to like kind of realize, is it working for you? Is it not working for you?
Totally.
But what we've learned so much recently is that doing these 5 a.m. workout things and like boosting your cortisol early in the morning, doing these hit workouts and working your ass off. Yeah, you're sweating a lot, you're losing a lot of calories, but it's spiking your cortisol and it's just making you hold on to that belly fat. It's wrecking your, adrenals, your anxieties through the roof, or you're totally burnt out. So that's
Yeah.
like a huge wake up call that people need to realize. It's like, okay, it's not working for me, okay? We need to take a step back.
I love it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Stop getting up at 5 a.m. No one needs to see it.
Yeah, I think we just need good sleep, good food.
And you know what? Stop filming your workouts.
What? Why?
I just don't like, I just feel like, well, okay, just take that with a grain of salt. I mean, stop filming your
Says an
workouts when
influencer.
you're in a group setting. I honestly, like, cannot stand it. I
Mm.
cannot stand it unless you're in the back of the class and no one's behind you.
Do you see a lot of women doing this? Because I don't.
I see a lot of women on Instagram and on TikTok doing this and posting
Mm.
it, and there will be women in the back that are, like, just clearly trying to do a workout class.
Mhm.
And now that I'm a workout girly, I'm one of those girls, and there was a girl in this workout class. It was a hot Pilates workout class, and she was filming it, and I was behind her, and I was like,
Ah!
can you not? Like, I'm like, I am sweating. My hair is slicked back to my face. Like, I don't want to be in your video. And I was like, and I love being on video. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if that made me feel that way, like these other
Imagine
women that
yeah.
don't even know, like, I
They
just
get a
think it's really
second to themselves
disrespectful.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
think start paying attention. If you're someone who records your workouts, like just pay attention to your surroundings. Obviously, if no one's in your video, like record yourself. That's great.
I
I
do
love it.
struggle with it because I do like to record me lifting weights because I will, like, look at previous videos and be like, "Oh my gosh, I've increased my weight so much," because
Mhm.
I don't log anything. I do it all based on feel. So the only thing I have is really, like, a video of myself squatting from, 3 years ago versus, like, the one I just took, and sometimes there's people in the background.
Well, I guess it depends on what your intentions
But
were with the video,
yeah,
you
your
know? Like,
intentions, that's a
just
good
look at, I guess, too, if you are doing it for yourself and you really wanna do it and you're gonna post it or
mhm.
something, just look at the background. If someone looks tragic, like, crop
Yeah,
them out. Like, give people some
okay.
decency, okay?
AI is in now. We can
Everyone
do
is
that.
there trying to better themselves. Don't make them feel worse by recording them when they don't wanna be recorded, okay? With love.
Okay, okay. Next up is overfilled faces. I don't think
Mm.
this is quietly going out. I think this is going out with a damn bang.
Yeah, that's true. It's done and dusted. We're over it. I will say
Wait, who was the first person that was like, oh, it was Brooks Nader, who she was like, for Father's Day or Christmas or something, I am removing my filler for my family as as a gift. I was like,
it's
that's hilarious.
it is actually crazy how many people, how many celebrities are posting that they're getting their filler removed. So we all know Bobby, she was the podcaster. Apparently she had a super overfilled face. She went to someone that she trusted. She just wanted to get her lips done and the girl suggested cheek filler, chin filler. I think she did a little in her neck and she like ballooned like a monster. And she came out and said that she actually had to get some sort of an ultrasound treatment to get it all out
Dissolve it.
to dissolve it. And who's the Real Housewife?
Which one?
Demi.
Oh, Demi from
Oh, Salt Lake.
from the
From
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives,
She had an
Demi.
upper bleph, and maybe
Mhm.
she had some other things done too, but
She had a lot.
she just came out and said she regretted it. She was stunning. Literally did not need anything. And I think there's just such a crazy phenomenon happening. I understand these nurses, these injectors, these physicians. I think it's fun if people want to change their facial structure, if they have all of these deep rooted insecurities to be like, I think this will help. I think we can do this, this, this. We learn all of these things, when you're in training about how you can help maneuver certain things.
Right.
But then it's like, it's not a one size fit all approach.
Mhm.
And we don't know the long term effects. And it turns out the long term effects are
Pillow face.
migrating filler, pillow face. It makes you look older. Like, it's not good. And everybody is getting a freaking upper bleph. And I don't get it.
Yes.
I'm like, why? There are certain people whose literal, like, under your eyebrow is weighing your eyelids down. There you go. Get an upper bleph, whatever. But everybody else, I'm like, guys, we got to stop doing this.
Right. It's gotten out of control. I think the filler phenomenon has gotten out of control. Thank you to the Kardashians. I do love them, but I will say I think that Kylie Jenner really kick-started our generation with having
Hmm.
an obsession with filler and Botox and big boobs and big lips and the whole bit. And I really feel like now everyone's gotten it and we're looking in the mirror and not seeing ourselves and it's just exhausting.
I have always, so this is truly from Lauren Bostic from the Skinny Confidential, which, by the way, they just rebranded to the Bostics.
Cheers.
She has always said, I am never going to get filler. And I think she does in certain spots. So, like, who knows? But she's always said, I think it weighs the face down. I think it makes you look older. And so I've always thought about that when I've thought about getting filler. The only time I got it was right before my wedding. You like to get it in your lips.
I love lip filler. I
But
do love it.
I would advise anybody to just not get filler at this time. Like, lip filler, sure.
Yeah,
But
but
everything else,
anything in your face, just you never know.
why,
You never know.
guys? Yeah.
That being said, we do still love a touch up.
We do,
We
yes.
love a touch
I
up.
think it's just, like, saying everything in moderation.
100%. Maybe you don't need a full syringe. Maybe you try half a syringe. Maybe you don't get 50 units. Maybe you get 20. Just start small. I think everyone is realizing that natural is really back, natural is really in. And
Mhm.
obviously, if you don't love yourself natural, I'm one of those girls. I get really, really deep wrinkles. I just got my Botox. I actually worked with this amazing company.
Mhm. They
I'm
came
gonna
to the
share it because I was
house.
really excited about it. They came to the house, they're called Pinch, and they came to the house, set up a little spot. I was cozy, I was comfy, I had my jelly cat. They shot me right up, loved it,
We
can't
had
wait
The
for the
Office
results.
on in the
We had the
background.
offits on because I get really obviously, everyone knows that I hate needles. I did try something new, so I'm really interested to see how this goes. I had a little extra credit, and so I was trying to decide what to do with it. I always get, like, crow's feet. I get my forehead, and I get right in between my 11s.
Mhm.
That's my standard, but I'm like, I am a teeth grinder because I'm a stressor, and I have really intense what is this called? Masseters, apparently. My lady told me, and I trust her
Yeah,
completely.
she said they were very
She said
strong.
they were very strong, and so I do grind my teeth a lot, and I've heard that if you get Botox in your masseter muscle, it helps with teeth grinding.
Yeah, because it relaxes that
And
muscle.
on top of it, it also, like, slims down right here because
So
it's
she says. We'll
so she
see.
says. So, we'll see because this has been always, like, a little weird spot for me because I feel like when I wear a lot of makeup, it almost makes me look more masculine than, like, feminine.
Mm.
And I think that it's because I do have, like, kind of
That's
aggressive.
funny because I would strive for that jawline situation, but
I
everyone
know.
has,
Yeah,
I
it's
think it
just
looks great,
so I guess
but
we'll
we'll
see.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a very light dose. Apparently the standard dose is around 20 units on each side. I got 10. So I
Mhm.
think it'll honestly just, like, kind of help with what I need it to, but I'm interested to see. But right now, because I just got it yesterday, when I make certain faces, it looks like
It's
hang on.
it's very
What did I
swollen, like,
do?
the muscle was
I was like, there.
I don't
Oh, it's
know.
really intense. I'm nervous to go to work tomorrow.
I've
Everyone's gonna be
always
like,
said, though, that you have, like, more of a square face,
yeah, it is a square
so I think
face
that's because
of that. So we'll see. I'm interested.
and that's
Obviously,
not a bad thing, I've always loved that, so
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see
I
how
don't
it
hate it.
looks, but it's kind
So
of fun to experiment because number 1,
it is
Botox does
wear
dissolve,
off.
it wears
Totally.
off, it's temporary, so it's
Yeah.
kind of fun to experience that. Another thing that's coming out is Easy Gel, which I think is really cool. I would love to play with that. It's kind of like how PRP. So if you've heard of a vampire facial, they draw your blood, they mix it, they get the liquid gold at the top. This is also from your own blood and it can help stimulate collagen and it can be used as a filler, but it's from your own body.
Oh,
So I'm interested in things like that. I want more from our aesthetics industries. I don't think that we need to be injecting ourselves with all of these things that could potentially stay in forever and not have good effects in our 30s, in our 20s. Let's wait it out, guys. Okay. We are young. We have the faces that people love, that people want. Let's utilize them and not go crazy injecting with these things. Let's wait till technology can catch up with what we really need.
aside from Botox, okay?
Aside
Do
from
what you want.
Botox, that really does wear off. But also, we support the girly.
But also do whatever makes you feel confident.
Yes.
Okay? Just don't overdo it because you don't need to and we love you and you're
And it's
beautiful.
just true. Like, overfilled faces they're out.
They're just out. No one wants to see it anymore. Everyone looks the same. It's boring. Okay, stop being boring.
Unless you're Lisa Rinna.
No, I'm bored by her too.
Oh.
Okay. A whale. Next up on our list of outs is fast fashion overconsumption. This has been on the outs for a while now, and
Forever 21 is gone.
Forever 21 is gone. I feel like if that doesn't show that fast fashion is on its way out yonder,
You know what's funny is that that's out, but I feel like Amazon dupes are in.
it's true.
And it's like
I
people
cannot
separate
get
that.
into it.
People separate that from fast fashion. And I'm
People
like,
separate it because in their head it's just easy. Not where I was going with this topic.
but I'm like,
But I get what you're saying. That's all very valid, sis. Where I was really going with this is like no one's expecting anyone to stop shopping Amazon, stop shopping Lululemon. Like everything. I shop all of those. I love it. I get it. But I think it's really the change of how can we use our resources to shop these places less so that way we can prevent this overconsumption that's been taking over the world globally? I think there's a few tools that I personally love. Obviously, Alyssa and I have talked so many times about Newly rentals as a whole, whether it's Fashion Pass, whether it's Rent the Runway, whether it's Newly. I think that that is such an amazing tool, especially when you have vacations, when you have events, places where you're buying something to literally wear one time.
Mhm.
Why are we doing this? Why are we buying something, investing in something? Unless obviously, like, I love investment pieces. I get it. I get it. But if you're like, I just need a dress for a wedding, I'm just going to buy this and it's going to sit in my closet for 6 years, or I'm going to donate it right after, go to something like a rental company. It's amazing. There's so many great options out there now. And I feel like there's really no reason not to. Another thing for me, I'm really big on thrifting. If you're not a big thrifter, I totally understand. Not everyone wants to get clothes from Goodwill. Not everyone wants to get clothes from, there's so many regular thrifting places, and I get it, but there are so many companies. I mean, here in Arizona for sure, so I know that they're everywhere else, but you can find really cool, fashionable pieces that are lightly used. So start looking those up. Look up used clothing near me, trendy used clothing near me, and you'll find some that are amazing. I mean, some here in Arizona that we love are Buffalo Exchange, My Sister's Closet. Anything else? We have we also have Reclectic, which is owned by Newly in Anthropology. It's essentially their outlet. So if you're here in Arizona, I would really recommend those. But to me, it's really just trying to work towards not getting those one off pieces, investing in pieces that you're going to wear over and over again, and trying to reduce our footprint.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we shop at so many vintage places for home goods now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can find way cooler, better quality things at an estate sale than TJ Maxx, which we do love home goods and such. But just saying, like, you can find those filler goods
Right.
at estate sales, at garage sales, at all of these different things.
And
And
honestly, it's so much more fun
even
because you'll
yesterday,
never
like,
find it again.
it's true, and no one else will have it.
Yeah.
And we went to, like, a little vintage market. Look up vintage markets near you too. If
Yeah.
you don't love, like, rummaging, then these are, like, specifically
Curated.
curated. But yesterday, we went to one, and it was really great. It's called Scout. It's brand new in Arizona.
It's so
It is
cute.
so cute. But, yeah, I needed to get a birthday gift for a friend, and what did I find? The cutest shell dish. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't just wanna buy her something that, like, she's never gonna actually use, or, like, a little trinket dish from TJ Maxx. Like, this is so much more special and just precious and probably better made. So I'm excited for that.
Vintage gifts are one of my favorite gifts to give because whenever I receive them personally, I'm like, wow, you literally saw this
And
and you
um,
thought of me.
yeah,
Like, how cool is that versus being like, oh, here's a candle? Like, I just think that it's really cool. I think that everyone should really try and flex their vintage and thrifty selves this year because it's just, there's nothing better. And
yeah,
it's better for our environment, it's better for our lives, and we love it. So try it.
yes. Okay. So one thing I did want to talk about was the protein overhaul, you guys. We have been obsessed with protein for the last few years, and I love it. I think it's extremely healthy. It's way better for us than focusing on carbs, focusing on fat like keto. I mean, I think that keto is great. I just don't think it's sustainable. And so focusing on protein is way more sustainable. As long as you have protein, fat, and fiber in your meal, you are going to be satiated. You are going to get your nutrients. You're going to get all of these things,
Yes.
but we've overdone it. Okay. We are putting protein in chips. We're doing protein in waffles. We're doing protein, protein, protein. And I mean, I feel good about how I eat, but what about you? Like, have you noticed a big difference? Do you consume those types of products?
Yeah, I mean, we have the cloud
Popcorn.
protein popcorn
Yeah.
because I was told we're supposed to be having a lot of protein. And so we've been proteining it up.
Mhm.
I feel when I eat a lot of protein throughout the day that I'm less shaky, I'm more stable, I feel fuller. So I do feel like it definitely makes a difference. But granted, on the flip side, everyone here knows that I also used to eat like 16 snack bars, and that was my breakfast, lunch, and half dinner. So I feel like I've just changed how I eat as a whole. So
Yes.
maybe it's not all the protein, maybe it's just like actually having proper dietary
Yes,
situations.
balance, balance.
But I do think that protein is getting really intense.
And
But
I just don't know if that's fully great for us. One thing I do want to say is that a lot of these protein products are, number one, they're always processed. So all of these protein foods that, don't normally have protein, those are usually processed foods. Number two, a lot of them contain whey protein. So I specifically love beef isolate protein. That is so clean. Whey is great, but it is made from a milk-based product. And so people usually most people have a reaction to dairy, even if you don't realize it. A lot of us do. And so this can, come out as bloating or other digestive issues, acne. And so a lot of people are seeing little issues come up. And I'm like, well, if we were eating just, plain meat, whole foods, or beef isolate protein, you wouldn't be experiencing these whey issues.
mm,
And specifically with my work, we always recommend people go off of dairy while they're healing their gut and their hormones. And so the fact that all of these protein based snacks have hidden dairy in them is kind of a bummer. But my whole point was that I think this next phase, because things go in these cycles, is that protein will still be here, but we are going to be really focusing on fiber. And that's going to be really coming in this next year, I think. So, fiber is huge. We've been obsessed with protein. We're going to switch it over to fiber because we are just not getting enough fiber in our diet. We are always, as women, are recommended to get at least 25 grams of fiber. We just do not get enough. So, why are we so obsessed with fiber? It is amazing. It feeds our microbiome. So, this actually feeds your good gut bacteria in your gut.
mm,
So anybody who thinks that their, gut is not strong enough or you're having digestive issues, things like that, fiber is going to help tremendously at getting rid of that dysbiosis and those kicking out the bad bacteria that's in your gut. Also, it regulates your blood sugar, it reduces cholesterol and inflammation, and it is linked to a longer lifespan. There are so many studies on fiber, which is
interesting.
insane. So, very few nutrients affect this many systems. Like, think of all the systems I just said, and
Yeah.
that's what fiber is great for. There was like a crazy study that came out that said if you are getting enough fiber in your lifestyle, then you have a 23% lower risk of death from any cause. It's called all cause mortality.
Right. Smokes.
23% less chance. That is insane.
Okay, so what do we need to be eating?
So, okay, first of all, you can get fiber in a lot of fruits and vegetables, as well as seeds, nuts, all of those things. But like I said, none of us are getting enough. So you really need to kind of track it and make sure, kind of like your protein intake,
Okay.
we're finally figuring out, okay, you need 3 eggs in the morning, not just 2. You need to actually have chicken at lunch, not just, your salad with no chicken. Those kinds of things are going to help you meet your protein goals. So the same thing is with fiber. Like I think the best course of action would be to track your meals for 3 days and look at how much fiber you're getting and where you're getting your fiber from, and
Okay.
then increase those things. But some amazing things are chia seeds.
Which everyone, this is a public service
That's
announcement.
going to be so loud.
Okay. The, okay, I'm going to lift it up
Just keep
over
it
here.
down.
This is a public service announcement. You guys cannot be eating chia seeds. What is it? Raw?
Unsoaked. You should be eating them soaked. Otherwise, it will cause digestive upset if you didn't listen to any of our previous
I
podcasts. Amanda
am
was raw dogging
devastated. I
chia
was
seeds.
throwing chia seeds bare naked on everything. eating them and I was like, "I've never felt more bloated in my existence. Why did all of you bitches tell me to do this? I'm pissed."
And I was like, number
And
1, you're eating like 5 tablespoons a day. That is insane.
I was eating a lot.
Number 2, it's always better to soak them in water for at least 20 minutes to overnight, and that will
True.
help because I'll get to that. But the other thing is you can eat berries, flax seeds, lentils. There's so many foods that contain fiber. I would start with whole foods first. There are supplements. The number one supplement I would recommend is called Sun Fiber because it is safe for people with SIBO. So, if you actually have a bacterial overgrowth in your gut, you can imagine that feeding that bacteria would not be good. And that's what fiber does. So, Sun Fiber is a fiber that does not feed those bacteria.
Okay.
So, if you want to supplement, that is something that you could do is Sun Fiber. But otherwise, I would start with whole foods first. Get your body warmed up to the fact that you're going to be ingesting fiber. Number 1, hydration really matters. So this is kind of what goes with the chia seeds.
Okay.
So fiber absorbs water. So if you increase fiber, but you're not increasing your hydration, then you might end up constipated. And just like those chia seeds, it absorbs all that water. And so you're going to want to soak your chia seeds beforehand, make sure that it absorbs that water. That way, it's not in your gut and just bloating up, blowing up because it's absorbing that water.
Because that's what it'll do.
And start with just increasing by 5 grams every couple days. Don't just go up to 35 grams a day,
That's
like
fair.
all at once, because you will feel bloated. And I'm talking this could take months. So start now, you guys. Look at where your fiber can increase. And yeah, I'm excited for all the great results that you guys are going to get.
I can't wait for the fiber girlies to unite.
Okay. I do have one, and I've been trying to talk to you about this.
Ooh, this is a curveball. This was not on my list. This has not been approved.
No, we just didn't like the other things that were on the list. And
They're kind
so
of
I
boring.
have
We
a
already talked
curveball.
about them.
I have a
Okay.
curveball.
Okay.
But we've kind of talked about this short form video
Consumption.
consumption of media is slowly going out.
It's true.
It is true. People are starting to romanticize childhood, the good old days, doing crafts, getting out in nature, all of these amazing things that, we just don't do being present anymore. We are not 100% present. And now there's a lot of podcasts coming out and research coming out about how terrible short form media consumption is. I just listened to a podcast and it was saying that, especially for children, you should not be letting your kids watch anything that's under 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So, YouTube, you can like change the settings to make sure everything they watch is 10 minutes and up. And you can't do that with TikTok. You can't do that with Instagram. And we are just really decreasing our memories. Our brain cannot be consuming this type of, content. Swipe, swipe, swipe. How much are we actually, absorbing from that? Because my husband, his argument was like, well, some of this is educational. And my argument was like, I don't think I could remember most of the educational material that I've seen in the last 5 years. I don't think I could remember it, even though that was my excuse too. And so it is getting scary, you guys. Like, we need to take back control of our health, and all of this data is just going to keep coming out, and it's scary. And so I think one of the best things that you can do is try to limit your consumption. Right now, I'm forced to because I am doing Lent and I gave it up. And so I think coming back from Lent, because of all of this new information and because I want to be a mom and I want to be a present mom, and because I feel so much better being off of this social media, like
Right.
I'm going to limit myself to only going on the weekends.
Great.
Yeah. And I'm like, you could literally limit yourself Tuesday, Thursday, weekends. Like, we don't need to be on it every single second of every single day.
Right.
And I think we come up with a lot of excuses. And I think it's just time that we, look inward, look outward, and we kind of set boundaries for ourselves because we cannot handle it. We are addicted. And so I don't know, the bricks are being really used right now.
Mhm.
Timers on your phone, ones that you can't just hit snooze or like ignore.
Right.
We're actually paying for apps that will babysit us. And this is like such a huge wake up call. So to me, I think I'm throwing in the towel and I have to say no mas. And I think a lot of other people are getting on trend with that and on board with that as well. But how does that work for you? What do you think as an influencer?
Well, no, I get it. I definitely do think that while I feel like I have a better grip on it than a lot of people, I will find myself just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and be like, "Oh, it's because 'cause I'm so tired." But yeah, da, 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 da. But honestly, I do feel like it just makes me more exhausted because I'm consuming so much, and then I'm like, "Oh, I should be doing my house, so I should be doing this." Like, you see so much content that makes you just feel unfulfilled with yourself that I do think that it's unhealthy emotionally and obviously for our brains. So I do think that this is something that I would love to also work on. It just is,
It's
it's
daunting.
difficult when you are on social media a lot and you work on social media with certain aspects. I'm obviously on the smaller scale, but I couldn't imagine being someone with millions of followers. It's like it's your job to keep up with the trends.
Yeah, and that is one thing I totally get. Like, as we do this podcast, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I just watched the Love Is Blind reunion, and there's so much that I missed out on, like, all the tea not being on Instagram." I'm like,
Right.
"Oh, things are coming out about so and so. So and so was actually had a girlfriend this whole time, and they just didn't talk about it on the reunion and blah, blah, blah." And so I get it. I get that. I just think that this is gonna be something that we are slowly gonna be trying to figure out and maneuver over the next 5
Totally.
years
I do
while
agree.
yeah, while at the same time ChatGPT is gonna be moving in. And so I don't know, guys. I'm scared about technology right now. I'm a little crazy, but I do think that we are starting to realize that it's okay to be bored. And it
Right.
sucks that we can't restrain ourselves and not look at our phone when we're bored.
Yeah.
And it's because we're literally addicted. So we're realizing that crafts are in. Crafts are in.
Get to crafting
To end us
is
on a positive note, I did just watch the Love Is Blind reunion, you
oh,
guys. Only one couple remained married,
because it's a bad show.
and it's the one that I said I would get a divorce if they got divorced. So I'm glad they're married. We are good to go. Paul and I are staying together
Don't
forever.
worry, I know everyone was really stressed out about that, but
No,
wow, cheers to them. Mazel tov.
it's so interesting. One of the couples, Bree and Connor, he was in love with her. She said, "Maybe you're just a lesson." She went
That's
back
so
on her
mean.
word. I know. They're dating. They've been together for a year now, and I'm really happy for them because he really is such a great guy and really loved her. And so hopefully she is cherishing the heck out of him because that's a big sacrifice for to be told that you might just be a lesson and not my partner in life and to actually stick with her
That
out.
is so rude to say to someone. Don't ever say that to someone unless you hate them.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't love that. But yeah, they are together, so that's good. All the other people broke up and rightfully so. There's some real losers out there, you guys, the men. It's very sad.
And they're all in Love is Blind.
They are I mean, I think it's hard to get good men on any dating show because we all know good men, they're not about to go on a reality show. So where are they some of these men, I think if they're like sister or mother, like someone is putting them on the show, then that's different. But if you know people that are like trying to get on the shows like this, they're not
It
exactly
stressed
the
me out.
the good guys. But next up will be The Bachelorette. Taylor, Frankie, Paul. I have not watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives yet. I need to, but apparently there was a bombshell that she slept with her ex the night before The Bachelorette started.
She would. She is terrible.
I
The
know.
girl is a mess. Like, there's no reason why she should have been on The Bachelorette. She needs to be focusing on herself. I'll say that until I'm blue in the face, but I will be watching this season.
I know. It's all for ratings. They're going to get their ratings, and she's not going to find her partner. There's no way.
There's no way.
She's just not ready. She may never be ready. She's not healed. And
She needs to be alone.
She needs to
Find
be
some inner
alone.
peace. Find some inner soul.
She needs to go to India.
100%.
Eat,
Do
pray,
some
love.
ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. I don't think that's in India.
Well, do it wherever they have it.
Yeah. Well,
But
that'll be next. Are you going to watch it then?
what?
And we can recap it.
Oh, yeah, I'll watch it.
Okay. I have her on tape, you guys,
I'll watch it.
because she didn't
I'm
tell
a
me she was
Bachelor
watching,
hater.
Bridgerton. So we couldn't recap it, but turns out she was. So
Yeah.
we love you guys.
We love you.
Also,
what?
last thing is we have a hater. We didn't talk about it. I kept forgetting. We have
a hater.
Someone keeps leaving us 1 stars.
Keeps leaving us. We only
It was
have one.
once. It was once.
Okay, we only
Someone
have
left
one.
us,
We have one singular hater, and Alyssa is going to yell at everyone.
and
We do
so
have one hater. They left us a 1-star review.
no, God bless them. We need haters. But I want you guys to give us all a 5-star review on our podcast,
If you
wherever
love
you
us.
listen to it.
And if you don't love us, also give us a 5-star review because we need a little complex.
Yeah, if you just want to hit the 5-star button just for funsies,
Just
go for
do it. What's
Yes.
stopping you?
Yes. So I don't know. We have so many lovers. So I just
want everyone to know that it did make me cry.
What did Bad Bunny say? Love is better than hate.
Love is better than hate.
No, he didn't say
But
that.
I do
He
want
said something way better.
love beats hate. Yeah, something like that. But I just want everyone to know, if you're the 1-star out there, that I did see it in the middle of the night after I'd been drinking, and I was so confused. Because I was like,
You didn't elaborate.
I went I think I went to send our podcast to someone because someone had asked me about it. And I went on Apple Podcasts, and I'm usually always on Spotify. So I never really check what's going on. And I was like, what do you mean we have 1 star? And they didn't put a name, obviously. Phony loser. And then they didn't put any comments.
No, it was
I'm like, okay, if you hate us, and can you
a
at
1
least be
star,
like,
1
oh, I don't like
star.
their voice, oh, they're annoying, whatever. Fine, I'll take it. I'll take the constructive criticism all day. But
That's
don't
not
just 1
constructive.
star.
That's our voice.
Don't just 1 star and run.
Great. I bet we're
We're
gonna
gonna get
an
10
onslaught
1
of
stars.
1 stars.
Everyone's gonna
And
get
all the
1
hate.
star. I hate you so much.
Roasting.
You're stupid. But
And
don't
then
do that.
also there is a Mandy that keeps, commenting. And
There
I
is a
love
Mandy.
this Mandy. She's great.
It's not me.
It's not
It's
Amanda.
not me, I swear.
But there is a cat, and that is our mom.
That is our
mom.
If you see a cat around there, it's our mom.
But okay, we're getting off topic. We'll talk soon. We love you guys.
Cheers.